Yo.
So we're back with another episode of Banjo-Kazooie.
Or are we? Let's just continue the theme of heavy topics by discussing existentialism.
God is dead and we killed him.
No, that's Nietzsche.
Well, true that.
Well, a God is dead is Nietzsche, but we killed him. That might be Nietzsche? I'm not sure.
Yes, that is Nietzsche. No, that is Marx.
I was gonna say...
That is Marx.
The first one is Nietzsche,
Yes.
The other one is Marx.
Yes, if I remember correctly, because I crammed for this a couple months ago. But the thing is, with cramming, I forget it again afterwards. So, what is going... That's the toilet.
No, it's a latrine.
Oh my god! At any rate, I think
away.
it was like... I'm probably wildly wrong here. Gurgle, bear is much too fat to fit in Logo's mouth. You probably have to be a pumpkin. I think it was like...
God, I was attacking. What the fuck do you want from me?
God is dead and we killed him because...
We're impure beings.
No.
Well...
we
I'm not wrong.
substituted... No, hang on.
No, whatever.
I
It doesn't matter. You can find it
it
later.
It was something about how we have stopped caring about
Your mom.
morals. We have stopped caring about morals, and that's why
God has abandoned us.
God has. We killed God because we killed the parts of ourselves that care about morals, and God is apparently morals. So,
Depending on who you ask.
yeah, of course.
I mean, I heard from some people that he's just wrath.
Yes, he is very much that in Judaism. The God in the Old Testament and the God in the New Testament are wildly different.
If I was a sexist man, I'd say he has PMS.
It's a good thing you aren't a sexist man.
Yeah, good thing I ain't a sexist man.
Also, if anybody has ever wondered what God weighs the most,
Oh!
God. How many puzzle pieces do we have?
12.
Let's get out of here.
We have no notes, though. We have 36 notes.
We'll figure something out.
We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We have 0 lives. 0.
Yeah. God.
What happens? No, I need to ask. What happens when we run out of lives?
I don't know. It's never happened to me before.
What? What the fuck?
It's a gravestone.
Kill it.
There we go.
Okay.
I thought that was the Eiffel Tower, but it's just the top of the hut.
But what's down here then?
We've been here 5 times already.
I know, but we didn't use it for anything. So, oh my god. Oh
those
my...
would take 3 hits.
Yes, but I hit it and then it hit me back in the same instance.
So we didn't really gain anything from it. We can't do anything here.
Why? There's a life back here, if I remember correctly.
But is it still here? Yeah, it is.
It's always here.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So you could just farm those?
Yes.
Oh. Neat.
Anyways, Nietzsche.
Oh, no, I have moved on.
Oh, wait, what were we talking about?
What does God weigh the most?
Oh, I thought it was
action?
weigh?
No,
what does God weigh?
He's transcendental, he doesn't weigh anything. What does God weigh the most? Intentions or actions? Because the answer is actually in the Bible.
Really?
Yes.
It's intentions then?
Nope. It's actions.
It's actions?
At least if we're looking at the God of the Old Testament.
Does the God of the New Testament then value or?
I don't know. Maybe he changed his mind.
I think he values Jesus.
Oh my god. But no. Oh my god.
I think we've talked to you before. What do you gotta say?
Did you know Wardbags keeps a Logie fill? Yeah, we've done this before.
Fine. Go away.
Fucking. There's this one story in. I think it's the second book of Samuel, and it's also in
Samuel.
And it's also in another book, but I forget which one. It's in two of it's the same story in 2 books, but it's in the Old Testament where Okay, so the way a temple
Okay, stop.
The way a temple is built is that in the innermost chamber is something called the Ark, and it's not Noah's Ark. It's this box, probably a wooden box, which holds the essence of God.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only the Levites, I guess they're called in English. The priests of Levi are the only ones who are allowed to come near it and touch it, because they're the high priests.
Yeah.
And at one point, King David wants to transport the Ark from one town to another.
Uh-huh.
I forget why. It's probably important. So they're transporting the Ark
Uh-huh.
on a carriage pulled by 2 oxes.
Yes.
And Israel at that time did not have asphalt roads. Fucking obviously. So they were going on fucking dirt roads.
Why not?
And I think one of the oxes fell, or they hit a stone or whatever. And the Ark wobbles and starts to fall off the carriage. And one of the servants of the Levites, but not a priest, Uzzah, his name is Uzzah.
Mm-hmm.
He sees that the Ark, containing the essence of God, is about to fall and crash onto the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And he has probably thought, it's probably not a very good thing to happen. So Uzzah reaches out and catches the Ark and steadies it back onto the carriage.
Yeah.
So his intentions were good, right?
Well,
He didn't want the Ark to fall onto the ground, because that's not a good thing for God to do.
Yes.
But he wasn't a priest. He hadn't been cleared to touch the Ark. So God
Punishes him.
struck him down dead.
Okay, but that God is just looking for things to punish people for.
Yeah, and I've always thought, like, of course there's the whole book of Job. I think his name is Job in English. Probably. Where it's like God is testing him and all that shit. And allows the devil to do a lot of bad shit, because it's actually not God himself who does it. He just allows the devil to do it. And I always thought that was unfair, but not as fucking unfair as fucking when he struck down Uzzah. Because Uzzah didn't mean anything bad by it, and like, that's just rude. So yeah.
Job. Yeah.
So,
I think that's right.
God of the Old Testament holds
He's a D-bag.
actions higher
Wait,
than
can I say that?
intentions. Well,
Is that blasphemous?
well, yeah, but you're not really. You're. What is it? You are a pantheist.
Pantheist.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's a question of your own faith.
No, it's not the same God.
No. So,
Well,
yeah. So you can
because
do whatever.
okay, so what do you even know about pantheism? Do you
Nothing.
know? You know nothing?
Nothing. We haven't covered
Because,
in my classes yet.
I mentioned it to someone and I really don't remember who, and they were like, "Oh, so you believe God is in everything? Like you believe that God is in stone?" I was like, "No, that's not it."
I'm pan romantic, so I'm guessing it's like a little bit like that, where it can be in everything, but not necessarily.
No, well, the way I see it, I figured out my views on the whole godhood thing, shtick, and then I just found literally just like handpicked, basically, the religion I found was most compatible with that view.
Yes.
And basically, it's just that I believe that the universe and God is one thing, and that what that in practicality means is that
we get to do this one.
That the universe has a will of some sorts, and that it has a purpose, and it knows of that purpose, and it's going towards whatever purpose that is. And I actually heard a very interesting talk from a astronomer. From that Radio 24/7 thing.
Oh yeah.
There was an astronomer, and she actually talked about, well, not this, but she talked about the universe.
Hold the phone. Give the phone to me. We're not supposed to. No, not the controller. We're not. We can't fill this out.
No, there's no. I don't know.
Maybe we're supposed to stand on the branch.
Well, we can't get up to the branch.
Are you sure?
How will we get up to the branch?
Isn't there like a platform or something?
No. There's that bitch. We can't use her as a platform. Can we use her as a platform?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Alright, continue with your...
Okay.
Continue with your story.
Hold on. There. Just wanted to prove a language.
Mature.
Yes, I'm very mature, thank you. So, wait, the episode's over, so...
Well, you can finish your thought.
Okay. So, the point the astronomers said was that, because they talked about life, and how life, might actually have originated on Mars, as, like, tiny bacteria and stuff, and then, through, like, I guess, asteroids or meteor shower things.
Came to Earth?
Yeah. And then life just continued on Earth because Earth was a better inhabitant planet.
Yeah.
Or whatever. I'm, like, heavily paraphrasing here. But the interesting thing of this was that, because you can view the universe in many different ways, and one of it was that you can view it as it wants to create life. If the universe's purpose is to create life, then you can talk about, which was the basis of the talk, like all kinds of like other life, other places in the universe. That was the main theme. And so if you view the universe as its purpose is to create life, then there must be other planets out there fit for inhabitation and having life.
I am personally of the opinion that it is more crazy to think that there isn't life in the universe than to think that there is life in the universe. Because the universe is fucking big! It would be so fucking weird if we were the only ones.
But, because she also mentioned that, like, scientists, and I'm using this as because she never said who, are trying to recreate life, essentially, because we know the components for life, we know what it takes, but we've never succeeded. So, some people have, like, what is it called? Made the premise that perhaps creating life is so complex that it requires such specifics, like factors, that it's unable to be recreated by us, because we simply we can't. And if that is so, then it would make sense if our existence is random, that it was just because everything was totally right. Out of random.
At that one moment.
At a single moment. At the right time, everything was in the right place, and it was just all random. Which basically goes to say that it can make sense if we are alone. And I'm like, that's true. If you believe that everything is random, then sure, that makes sense for us to be alone, because we're just yet another random occurrence in the universe.
Yeah.
But tying it all together to pantheism, I believe that the universe does have a purpose. I don't know if it's to create life, but I don't believe it goes somewhere, because we're traveling, and we're traveling somewhere.
Yeah.
I mean,
space is expanding,
and space isn't nowhere.
No.
Like, don't be tricked. Space isn't nowhere. It's somewhere. But where that somewhere is, I don't know, and I don't care. Like, for my daily life, I don't care. But I like thinking about it once in a while and be like, where are we going, you know? It's just interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
But I also feel like that it's too, like, and my personal feeling is like it's just too random. And I don't believe in that. I don't believe in like randomness put that at like such a scale, like that we should be. I feel like that's a bit arrogant to say that we're
the only ones.
Yes, some people say we're the only ones because we're the only ones we've seen. That's arrogant in and of itself. But also the random thing is like we're so random, but we were the right. We were all these right factors in such a sea of randomness. I feel like that's just as arrogant.
Yeah. My dad and I talked about this at one point, where we were just shooting the shit, and we were like,
yeah, just small talking.
We were like, what if the aliens were here, but we either we didn't exist yet, maybe it was still dinosaurs, or maybe we were on such a low level that they just didn't want to bother with us, and then they just never came back. So they have been here, we just missed our window.
There's also the Flatland theory. Do you know Flatland? No. Flatland's a book.
Okay.
And it describes beings, 2D beings.
Yes.
So all you can no, that's wrong. It's not 2D. It's actually below that, I believe. 1D? No. Sorry, it is 2D. But they can only see sides.
Yeah.
So and the inhabitants of this are all like polygons. So you have a triangle, and you have like a square, and you have octagons and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But all you can see are sides or corners, for that matter, and like that's the societal ranks. How many sides you have.
Oh yeah.
But at some point in the story, I haven't read it. I've just heard other people talk about it, so I might be getting this totally wrong. But a 3-dimensional being enters that world. But now, see, the interesting part is they can only see 2D. So they only see, like, take an apple, for example, like a round thing. If you only view it from like this, then you can just see like it's a ring, and then it like gets bigger and then smaller again if it passes through. You know.
Yes.
Do you get that?
Yeah.
That's what the Flatlanders would see. And so it proposes this like question of like, because there could be beings on a higher plane, like on another totally different like dimension.
But they just see things differently.
But they don't know. We see it. We can't observe it properly.
Oh, so we're the 2D.
We are the Flatlanders.
Oh.
We are, because we are fixed in the time and space continuum dimension thing. But there could be other beings of other like higher dimensions that we just can't comprehend because we can't see those dimensions. So in our reality, they may look completely normal. But they aren't. I think that's interesting.
Definitely. I hadn't thought about it like that ever.
It's very interesting. Yeah. I love stuff like this. It's my favorite kind. That's like many worlds interpretations.
I
love that.
I am a firm believer in that.
Oh, same.
Yeah.
I can't believe anything. I mean, also, if I remember correctly, it was a Danish person who, like the Copenhagen theory.
Probably.
I'm just gonna stop the timer because.
Merde!
Well,
fuck! I'm sorry. It's me playing, by the way, right now.
Oh yeah, but that
fits with us finishing this episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, bye.
Bye.